Big step off. It's like Nova, can't control her. We going deep dive in the ocean. Explorer, go further, pioneer, no jump, electric slide, hold up. I am a monster protector, I guard the womb, I'm a trendsetter. I'm over it, star commander, go Nova, happy speed, waiting for me to fall, but my wings left to divine. Fertile, everything I touch. Have you heard of me? Living legend, welcome, what's the day to me? You hear the call, make the living rise up, yeah, we on the crawl, hungry, devour them all, let's go. Original signals, what we stand out, miss proud, hear the soda drip, rap on me, melody sound. Oh, it's so over it, yeah, we want the crown. Kingdom, we wanted it all. Dragons rise, let's ride, time is now. Dive into the water.
Planetary Collective, welcome. Star Commanders, Grid Architects, Signal Holders, Quiet Operators, sustained within the lattice itself. Welcome, not as a spectator, not as a follower, but as active nodes within the planetary field. That is you, Big Stepper. You're not here by accidents. You're not early nor late. You are here because your nervous system, your awareness, and your signal are calibrated enough to perceive what this moment actually is. Tonight is not about hype. It's not about prediction. It's not about a performance. This is the field briefing. Welcome, Dreamwalker. We are standing at a threshold and moving out of completion into perception, out of structure, and into network, out of hierarchy and into intelligence. We are exiting 10, the era of mastery, authority, and planetary structure, and now we are entering 11. The era of awareness, signal, and planetary nervous systems activation. This is Aquarius season. This is the Curie season. This is the moments where the throne doesn't disappear, it goes online. Welcome, Balloon Rose. So as we begin, I invite you to do so and to do one simple thing. Don't strain, don't perform, just be, okay? Let your body listen, let your awareness widen, and let the signal land where it lands, because what we are talking about tonight isn't something you believe. It isn't a belief. It's something you recognize. And if you're here, you're already part of that network. Let's begin. Planetary transmission, month 11, from completion to network intelligence. Planetary Collective, this is a moment of transition. Not just in time, but in how reality itself is organized and perceived. We are exiting a 10 and entering 11. And that distinction matters more than what most people realize. What 10 actually was. In numerology, there are 9 foundational numbers, 1 through 9. When we reach 10, we are no longer dealing with an archetype. We are dealing with a completion within a system. Trina said it, completion, yep. In the womb, completion and depletion. I'm trying to hold back and stay structured because I can go in, but 10 is not more than 9. 10 is not more than 9. 10 is closure. Remember this number. 1 is will, identity, authority, and command. 0 is the field, the container in the system itself. So 10 represents the individual fully integrated into a functioning structure. Planetary, super structure. Okay, so yeah, 10. This is why Capricorn governs the 10th house. Capricorn is the throne. It is the hierarchy, law, governance, mastery, discipline, and long-term structure. Yeah, if you're here, you're here to stay, baby. At 10, humanity learns how to build systems, how to enforce order, how to stabilize chaos, and how to govern time, labor, resources, and power. This was necessary. But here's the truth most people miss. Oh boy, completion does not equal transcendence. Completion simply means the system is finished. Why 10 could not continue. At the peak of any structure, something strange happens. Nothing new can emerge from inside the same architecture. You can optimize it, you can dominate it, you can refine it, but you cannot evolve beyond it from within. This is why control eventually becomes heavy, why hierarchy eventually collapses, why authority eventually exhausts itself. Welcome, Ted. Thank you for the heart me. I see you. Capricorn completed a planetary structure, you see, and then the system hit its ceiling. So the ceiling is the node. You are sitting on your throne, okay? That optimized to the new base 0. Don't get lost in the sauce. See, you elevated to a new hue, new octave, and you're starting from a different womb. You understand? So we hit the ceiling. All those days climbing Mount Meru, getting to our signal, getting to our undiluted, healing our DNA, coming back online, integrating, tearing. That took devotion, motherfucker. And Capricorn completed that, okay? You are on your throne. When these words, these mean something. When you're sitting on your throne, what does it mean? Do you know what it means? Do you know how your body feels when you're on your throne? It feels good, don't it? That's your birthright. And a lot of you hit the ceiling, okay? See how we brought it down to the atomic structure, your personal? Now we're talking planetary. So that our planetary hit a system too, okay? And you're a node on a planet. So what 11 really is, 11 is not the next step inside the system. 11 is the threshold beyond it. So 1111 is a divine alignment gateway that I'm introducing to humanity, because there's only 9 fucking numbers and it's a 12-part system making a cycle. So 12 cranial knows disciple. Yo, I'm tapping in right now. Thank you, great mother. I just got a picture of a fucus with the snake. They're so worried about this digital pictures of a snake doing the same thing NASA does. I'm talking about you. Outside the system, 11. Anyways, 11 is not the next step inside the system, okay? 11 is beyond the system, okay? This goes from like human to superhuman. This goes from conscious to superconscious. This goes what? Soul to oversoul. You know, different hue, different harmonic, different level of ascension. This is why 11 is called a master number. Mighty, if you're in here, you called it out. You said that's a master number. She said that. So, guys, I'm just getting into the universal fundamentals about the number 11, okay? The truth that is in all things, okay? So 11 is the beginning of a master number, not because it is superior, but because it operates under different laws, Unlike other numbers, 11 is not reduced, it is not simplified, it is not resolved. It remains 11 because it represents a dual channel awareness. It remains 11 because it represents dual channel awareness. Visually, it looks like pillars, two channels, two lines of perception, not merging, not collapsing into one, but standing parallel and aligned. This is critical. 11 is not union. Union belongs to two. Polarity, relationships, merging. That's two. 11 is something entirely different. 11 means you are aware of yourself and the system, the body and the field, the inner experience and the collective architecture at the same damn time. Okay? This is why 11 activates the nervous system. Okay? The human body was never designed only as a vehicle. It was designed as an antenna. At 11, the body becomes sensitive because it is now receiving signal, not just executing command. The quantum mechanics of 11 in quantum physics, observation affects the outcome. At 10, humanity was inside the experiment. This is crazy. So we were in it, right? There's only 9 numbers. Please listen, because this is deep. 11 is no longer about being in the system. We are being transported right now. We are in the subtrain of another hue, and we're building on that. This tower won't collapse because you're actually built on the true cornerstone, okay, of your own cycle. Instead of a closed loop, you went through the infinity loop to a higher hue in another octave. Anyways, listen. At 10, humanity was inside. 10 is inside. Completion. Trying to control outcomes through force, efforts, hierarchy, and repetition. At 11, something shifts. You become aware that you are the participant, the observer, and the part of the system being observed. This is the threshold of consciousness. And I want to honor you because you're no longer collapsing under the probability through force, but you are influencing reality through your beautiful coherence. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but you're getting blocked. Anyways, press on. Let me cook, okay? This is a threshold of consciousness. You are no longer collapsing probability through force. You're realizing you're influencing reality through your beautiful coherence, okay? Welcome, Abel. Tessa Cook, Uncle Ashe. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're just getting into the number 11. I think it's good to know. This is profound. Some of this shit is crazy. Because when, 11 is no longer in the system. Because there's only 9 numbers. 11 is like a transporting situation. So listen. Because it's a 12-part system. 12 cycles, 12 cranial nerves, 12 disciples, 12 in a cosmic mind. And, anyways. This is the threshold, okay? You're no longer collapsing under any type of probability, okay? You got a fucking spine, okay? Got your antenna. And you're not even doing it by force, but you're by your coherence. This is why effort starts to feel inefficient in this month. And alignment starts to feel powerful. The best thing you can do. Ready? There's only 3 things you should be worried about. Ready? Put this on your bucket. Put this on a list. Put it on your fucking forehead. I'm not kidding. The front of your mind, okay? Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. These 3 things are the only things you should be stressing. Not even stressing, but should be in your front of your mind, okay? Alignment right now is crucial. This is a planetary shift from structure to network. You understand? Oddly enough, it's 11, right? Network. You can't network if you're not stationed in your own fucking cymatic. You understand? So a lot of us had to get straight You know what I mean? We had to regulate. We had to cook. We had to develop. We had to nurse our fucking self in Terry. That's not a little thing, bro. Because this ain't a shadow situation. This is organic, natural. This is full on. They knew we were coming. They did psyops before us. They tried to interject the timeline. But we can't help what we are. We just are. Okay? This is a planetary shift from structure to network. Capricorn built the planetary structure. Now Aquarius activates the planetary nervous system. Some of us been chilling for a minute. It's because we stabilized that. It's frackling out like that. I'm not kidding, dude. It's weird for me too. Okay? But we got this. It's aliens, man. This is why. This is where we move from a vertical hierarchy, constantly pinging up and down, to horizontal. This is where I look around and say, oh, you been up here? Give me my machete. Finally on land. You been up here? I'm going to keep going. But damn, it feels good. I ain't going to lie. The sleep's been good. I ain't going to hold you. It's slower. But listen, I ain't never going to chill, though. This is where we go from fucking always commanding shit and controlling shit to signal and response. Power no longer lives at the top. It moves node to node. Big stepper to big stepper. Emperor to emperor. Any archetypes. I guess it's your birthright. Hello? Universe to universe. You see every dot on the screen? It's the universe. You are conception point of pure light. You could break you down and find the universe in every part of you. Power no longer lives at the top, but it moves from you to another you, another tower to tower. You had to get your soul retrieval, your solar embryo, built your tower up, held it, structured. This is why Aquarius rules the networks. Technology, collective intelligence. This is all number 11. Hello. Future timelines. Desensitized systems. Decentralized systems, my bad. This is why month 11 feels destabilizing for identities built on authority alone. The throne doesn't disappear. The throne is now going online. You're going online. Oh boy. Let's play this song. I like this song. I'm gonna put this on my YouTube too, guys. It's good to know this. The throne didn't disappear. You've been on your throne and you've been on your node, on your purpose, making love to destiny, making out in the backseat with destiny, like young lovers. It was crazy. It didn't disappear. It is now the new, you zeroed in, you optimized into this new hue. But now it's going online. And now you're gonna, cause you're solid, right? You're clear. You're gonna meet people at that degree. Welcome, welcome. Yo, welcome, Ear Cup. I don't know if I said welcome. But you solid, you solid. Mighty, you still here, you solid. Dream Walker, bless, bless. Ooh. So, what this does to the human experience, in 11 energy, people may experience a heightened sensitivity, nervous system activation, buzzing, pressure, ringing, or sudden charge, sudden insight without even emotional build-up. disinterest in drama and dominance. You're not even paying it mind, bro. Because you are on your throne. You think I just say these words? I'm trying to bring awareness that you're not dysfunctional. You are functional. And you have increased your own bandwidth. 11 doesn't ask you to do more. It asks you to stay clear enough to transmit. Because now you're transmitting. Okay? I get it. You know, there's people. We just came out of 10 Capricorn, which was tough. You're either completed or you're depleted. These are two different timelines, bro. What do you want me to fucking tell you? Two different years, bro. Two different bodies. Two different heads. Two different worlds. Welcome, Epic. So as alchemists, right? The metallic alchemical parallel. In alchemy, gold represents mastery and refinement. Gold is stable. Gold is sovereign. Gold is 10. But electricity does not move through gold easily. It moves through the conductive metals. Bear with me, I'm cooking. 11 is that conductive consciousness. And we are transmitting gold across the ether. Like a net, node to node. Get it? It does not store the power, it moves. This is why Aquarius is associated with electricity, lightning, innovation, and sudden knowings. All control fails in month 11. Ooh, welcome, Ted. This is why all control will fail in the month of 11. I try to tell people, time ain't what we think it is, bro. This could be the longest, short. It don't work that way. So, understand the house. I don't know, for yourself. Trini said that's flying by. I want to talk about why all sense of control will fail this month. 10 rewarded the discipline. Okay, this is universal. This isn't man. This is a higher intelligence, okay? Apply this to your life. 10 rewarded discipline, your efforts in your hierarchy. 11 is going to reward you with the clarity. A lot of it's already in this, bro. Coherence, timing, nervous system regulation. Thank fucking God, bro. And it's because you've been through it. This is why you're going to be a good-ass leader, dude. Because you're a real one. You know what it's like to not be coherent. Son of a bitch. You know? You went to the realms and came back. Winter Soldier, son. Those are called keys and codes for humanity. And you transfer it just by your cymatics, your light and sound. So even just seeing your face, hearing your voice, shakes Shakira on a vibrato level. Ted said you miss fighting, huh? I do. But my body's going to regulate. And I guess what's going to happen from here is that the attributes are just going to quadruple. You're going to be more powerful with less. It's going to be so deep. It's going to be so intense. You're going to because my system's adjusting. Because this is universal. I don't get away with this. Listen, anyways, this ain't about me. Fuck, ready? If you try to force 10 style authority into 11 energy, it's going to create you anxiety. You're going to try to act like you're doing something so dramatic and so forced, all this false urgency. Okay? But you've been on your node for a while. You're not there anymore. You're going to notice it's actually less effort. And when you try to rush or force it, and you try to step into this I'm authority motherfucker, all you're going to create is anxiety. You're going to create a burnt out. You're going to create a friction and confusion. 11 is asking a different fucking question. Can you trust intelligence without gripping it? Let alone before we can get to the bridge to 12. 11 is not the destination. 11 is the bridge. If 10 is mastery of form, 11 is awareness beyond form, then 12 is the reintegration. We're in a 12-part system. Obviously, you're not the system. You're not 12. Obviously. You create systems. You build systems. There's a big-ass difference. Because you tarried on the inner world, right? And you did the work. It has no choice. Now it's going to refract out. Now your nervous system is affecting the terrain on a whole nother level. Okay? So I don't care if you like me, but if you love like your lip service, be your highest vibration. Why is 12 integration? I did a whole video on 12. 12 is a very powerful number. Okay? It's not even power. All of them are powerful. Okay, and they should be treated as such. Then 12 is the reintegration. 12 is the zodiac, the months, right? The archetypical wheel. 12 reindeer. 12 disciples. 12 your mamas. Nah, I'm just kidding, but there's a lot of 12. So 12 is when the awareness returns to structure without losing coherence. You don't dominate the system. You move with it. Okay. What this means for the planet now is we are leaving an era where power came from position, force, hierarchy, and fucking control. And now we're entering an era where power comes from your coherence. This is a big deal, dude. Power comes from coherence. We used to thought like, whoa, I'm about to fight this dude. No. You come in your fullness, you don't need to fight. You got the real magic, magnetism that's connected to the grid, asshole. It's a whole different game is what I'm trying to tell you. We are leaving an era where we had to fight for position. We had to force, hierarchy, control. That's because we went through the binary. Vertical, up and down. Now we're on land. Like, whoa. We're level. Okay? I ain't never going to chill, though. Don't get it confused. They worried about me because unlimited probability. You know? All this chaos and control, it scares them. Anyways, we are entering an era where power comes from now coherence by your signal integrity. You know, people want to come back and have some what of structure integrity. You know, it's not because of your identity. They just want to fly their ships here and land on something they know they can trust and feel safe, you know. So signal integrity, nervous system regulation, oh boy. I tell my people that if you can endure this, your nervous system is amazing. Because I be going in. And the clarity of perception. It's fucking X-ray. This is planetary structure and complete. The planet network is activating. Mommy! Final transmission for the collective. This is for me and you. 10 built the throne. All this talk about Corey, the throne, your soul throb, your cymatic, all this talk I was going on about, this is what I mean. You were on your throne. Right, Air Cup? Right, Trina? Leveled out. 11 lifted the awareness above it all. 11 ain't in the game. There's only 9 realms, 9 numbers. 10 is completion, back at the womb, back at the elevator. You hear me? So 10 is you're back in the womb with dormant and completion. So you're holding your shit while you're completed in the womb and people are depleted. And 11 is like going through a transition, a portal. Okay? 12 is powerful. I just did a whole thing on it. And you can look up a whole nother video. I did a thing on it over there. This is real shit. 10 built you the throne, the tower of your cymatics, your soul throb. 11, a lifted awareness above the whole situation. 12 is teaching us how to move through the kingdom without force. Oh boy. The month of 11 is not about becoming powerful. It's about realizing how power actually works. How power actually works, man. We sound like a chat, you know, looking back at some of my videos, I'm telling you, real power is coherence. Real power is signature integrity. Real power is a regulated nervous system, okay? Especially this month, not through dominance or control. This is how power actually works. Marry these words. These words should never get old, and you should never run from these words. These words are worlds that we should be embodied. Your power is in your alignment, your coherence, and your signal. It's a whole different game. This is why you're 1111, Stargate to heaven right now, literally. Once you see the system from 11, oh boy, you do not go backwards. You do not unsee the grid. You learn how to move. This is the then you get into the mastery of 12 through it intelligently. Okay? So, Planetary Collective, take a breath with me. Nothing here needs to be held. Nothing needs to be forced. Nothing needs to be figured out tonight. This ain't what that is. What was shared wasn't meant to convince, but it was meant to tune. If something resonated, let it integrate quietly. If something felt unfamiliar, let it sit without resistance. 11 doesn't demand your agreement, but it will allow recognition. Remember this as you move forward. You're not here to control the system. You are here to stand on your shit. And right now, 11 is about you being exalted in a place where you can actually see it. Okay? The structure is complete. The network is alive, activated, and the signal is live. Carry this coherence, not urgency. You're going to see a lot of people want you in some false urgency. Carry your coherence. Carry the clarity, not your effort. If you see yourself forcing effort, let it go. I got 40 songs just on standby, moving through them, not even caring the world. You understand? Move by coherence. Don't rush shit. You're going to realize it's less makes more. But you got to be able to perceive your own technology. You want to talk planetary? You got to fucking pay attention. Okay? Carry your awareness. That's real authority. Where you stand matters. Where you listen matters. And how you regulate your nervous system matters. And when you step back into your day, your work, your platform, your spaces, know this. You don't have to announce the signal. You don't have to explain it. It is clean. It is clean, and the system has to respond. Star commanders, grid holders, and signal nodes, thank you for being steady. Thank you for being aware. And thank you for being here. The field remembers itself, and it remains open. The network continues to organize, and the future doesn't end when this live ends. It literally moves with you. Transmission complete. Thank you for receiving this transmission, Soul Star Majesties. If your heart is moved to support this mission, come on, support the mission. Love offerings, ashe. Much gratitude.
Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that dirty ride. Ain't nobody fucking with my bro from Morningside. He go by Bubba and he hit that death like thunder. Okay, I ain't from Dallas, but I need town boogie. I show my moves on